The forest was supposed to be peaceful, a retreat from the noise of the world. That was the plan, at least. Ethan, Lisa, Jordan, and Mike hiked into Red Pines National Forest, excited for a weekend of camping. The first night passed without trouble, just the usual sounds of the woods: crickets, rustling leaves, the occasional hoot of an owl. But something changed on the second night. Mike was the first to notice. He had gone to retrieve his flashlight from his backpack, but it was gone. Mike, I swear I packed it. Lisa, maybe you left it in the car. Mike, no way, I used it last night. It was a small thing, but it left an uneasy feeling in the air. Then, as they sat around the fire, they heard it, a low, crunching sound. Footsteps in the brush just beyond the tree line. Probably just a deer. Jordan grabbed his own flashlight and shone it toward the sound. They tried to shake it off, but when they went to bed that night, Ethan couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. Ethan woke in the middle of the night to the soft rustling of leaves. At first, he thought it was the wind, until he heard the unmistakable sound of a zipper slowly being pulled open. His breath caught in his throat. It was coming from Lisa's tent. He reached for his flashlight, but before he could turn it on, Lisa gasped. There was a sharp ripping sound, followed by her scream. Ethan scrambled out of his tent, heart pounding. Lisa's tent was slashed open, the fabric hanging in tatters. Lisa was on her knees, hands shaking as she pointed into the woods. Lisa, someone was there, a person, standing there, watching me. They scanned the tree line with their flashlights, but again, nothing. Just the same oppressive silence that suddenly felt unnatural. Jordan, VO. We're leaving first thing in the morning. But morning would be too late. They tried to sleep in shifts, but exhaustion won. By the time the sun rose, everything felt surreal, like a bad dream. But when they stepped out of their tents, that illusion shattered. Mike was gone. His tent was empty, his backpack still inside. His boots sat by the entrance. He had left without his shoes. Lisa, VO. Maybe he went to the stream. No. Something happened. They searched, calling his name, but an hour later Jordan found him. Mike was hanging from a tree, his arms dangling limply at his sides. His throat was cut, a deep red gash from ear to ear. His face was frozen in terror. And carved into the bark just beside his body was a message, "Run!" Lisa vomited. Jordan backed away, shaking his head. Jordan, this can't be real, this isn't happening. We need to go. Now. Ethan clenched his fists. They grabbed their backpacks and sprinted back toward the trail. But the deeper they went, the more lost they became. The trees all looked the same. The trail markers were gone. And then, Lisa stopped, her face draining of color. Her backpack, the one she had been wearing, was lying on the ground ahead of them, as if someone had placed it there. Lisa, how? And then, from somewhere in the trees, a whistle. Slow. Taunting. They weren't just lost, the killer was leading them deeper. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for more thrilling tales.